From Sabang to Merauke, Proudto FM, suara kreativitas,
Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at RRI Pro2 Cirebon. And join fanpage Pro2 spasi RRI spasi Cirebon. More interaction, more connection. Suara kreativitas.
Dari Jalan Brigjen Darsono Bypass Kota Cirebon, Sahabat Kreatif ANGGAMPUH kembali ya, karena memang belum kemana-mana sejak tadi, masih menemani kamu di Pro2 Kreatif. Dan salah satu program di Pro2 Kreatif ada setiap harinya ya, setelah di awal pandemi kita benar-benar menempatkan posisi sebagai media yang benar-benar bisa menjadi tempat belajar dengan program belajar di RRI. Dan setelah pembelajaran kembali seperti semula, RRI masih terus mengembangkan program belajar di RRI dengan sesi kelas tambahan. Nah, untuk edisi siang hari ini atau edisi Senin terakhir di bulan Mei 2022, RRI Cirebon, khususnya Pro2 RRI Cirebon bersama SMA 4 Kota Cirebon menghadirkan belajar di RRI untuk sesi kelas tambahan dengan mata pelajaran Bahasa Inggris dan juga materi naratif teks yang akan dipandu oleh Dewi, Liliasari, S.Pd, M.Pdi atau Ibu Dewi yang sudah ada di studio siang hari ini. Selamat siang, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, Ibu.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Selamat siang, good afternoon, Mr. Angga.
Yes.
Good afternoon.
Afternoon.
How are you?
I'm fine. Then, how about
okay.
you, ma'am?
I'm fine too. Thank you. This is I'm happy to hear and here, and this is the first chance, and I'm here. Thank you very much for RRI to invite me to come to this studio.
And what you feel about our studios?
It's cool and nice, and I hope also in the classroom this is like this one. Okay.
Ya, mungkin bisa dimulai materinya, Ibu, untuk sahabat kreatif yang sedang mendengarkan juga bisa menyaksikan siaran ini dari kanal YouTube RRI Cirebon, yaitu di RRI Cirebon. Nanti akan ada tanya jawab juga. Sahabat kreatif yang ingin bertanya bisa langsung lewat kolom komentar di kanal YouTube RRI Cirebon ataupun bisa kirim WhatsApp ke 0811 20 29 37. Please take your time.
Okay. Hello everybody. Hello my student. Good afternoon. How are you this afternoon? I hope all of you are fine. First of all, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Dewi Liliasari. I'm English teacher at SMA 4 Cirebon. Actually, my student call me Miss Dewi. Right, the material for today, this is about the narrative text. As you know, if you remember about the narrative text, so you remember about the story. That's right. Okay, and first of all, I would like to read the basic competence for this afternoon. This is, I hope that you can, the kompetensi dasar for Bahasa Inggris for today, membedakan fungsi sosial, struktur teks, dan unsur kebahasaan beberapa teks naratif lisan dan tulis dengan memberi dan meminta informasi terkait legenda rakyat sederhana sesuai dengan konteks penggunaannya. So, for today, this is you will know about the legend, or maybe there is the fairy tales about the narrative text. Right. At the end of the lesson, you know about the kinds of narrative text, and in here, I will talk you about the fairy tales. Yeah. Talk about the fairy tales. In the fairy tales, there are two kinds, like a legends and also the folk tale. And also at the end of the lesson, you will also know how to expression to tell a story what kind of the sentence, okay, and also the grammar in action. Right? Are you ready? Now let's begin here. Now let me see here. I have some picture for you. Okay. Let me see here. Can you see that this picture here? Can you guess? Okay. This is about the Sangkuriang. That's right. And also maybe you remember this one. Okay. Right. Can you see this picture? Right. Okay. Right. This is about the there is the maling kundang. That's right. And then this is okay. There's a picture like this one. Can you guess? That's right. This is about the Timun Mas. There are some kinds of the story here. And for today, we just learn about the fairy tales. What we say in Indonesia, this is about the dongeng. There are two kinds of the fairy tales. The first is the legend or legenda, and then this is the folk tale. Folk tale, this is about the cerita rakyat. Like in Cirebon, maybe Mas Angga know about the folk tale, cerita rakyat. This is like example. Can you mention?
Cirebon from
Yes.
Cirebon. I think Cirebon have Sunyaragi tales.
Yeah, about the Sunyari cave.
Yes,
This is about that, and then.
Then we have
And the famous story from Cirebon. This is about what we say, Baridin and Suratmina. This is the folk tale. Okay, yeah. Oh, your English is good, Mas Angga. That's great. Okay. Now we continue here. Okay, now this is here, legend and the folk tale. Beside from Indonesia, we also kinds of the legend and also the folk tale from abroad. Like example, this is here. Maybe some of you know about this story here. Can you see this picture here? Anybody can know? That's right. This is about the Pinocchio. If you make a lie, so this is your nose become bigger and bigger. This is like that. And then next, this is the story about. Can we see here? Did you remember? This is a kind of story about the. That's right, Snow White and Seven Dwarfs. That's good. And also here, this is the famous here. Yeah, this is about. Can you mention? Yeah, okay. Hansel and Gretel. Okay. My student. Why this is we have to know this is a kind of the story here, as you know that after we listen that the story about like Hansel and Gretel, we have the moral lesson of that story. Di samping di sini adalah dongeng sebelum tidur, juga we have to the moral lesson. Ada pesan moral yang ingin disampaikan from that story. Like Hansel and Gretel, the moral lesson that we get from Hansel and Gretel, this is that don't trust strangers and don't disobey your parents. Ya, don't trust the strangers. Ya, jadi jangan percaya pada orang asing, dan juga kita harus don't disobey. Jangan melanggar, jangan tidak mematuhi this is orang tua kalian. So you have to obey to your parents. So there is the moral lesson from this story, right? About the Cinderella. This is remember here. That's right. That the Cinderella. What is moral lesson of Cinderella? See? Okay, maybe you remember here. This is the have a kindness toward all, forgive others for doing wrong, and never let bad things ruin your heart. Jadi janganlah melakukan satu hal yang tidak baik dan lupakan semuanya jika ada seseorang yang memang this is hurt yourself, menyakiti kalian. That's about the Cinderella. Okay, my students, let we continue our lesson here. Okay, the fairy tales. This is what is the fairy tales. Fairy tales usually tells a story of characters such as peasant, witches, and royalty, and are set in places such as castles, village, and forests. Usually, they feature good characters against evil ones. Jadi biasanya kalau dongeng itu pasti berkaitan dengan castle, istana, kemudian ada penyihir, witches ya. Kemudian this in the village or in the forest, bisa di hutan atau di satu desa ya, village. This is like that. And also there is use this good characters, and also this is the evil ones. Jadi biasanya ada karakter yang baik dan juga berlawanan dengan karakter yang tidak baik. That's about the fairy tales. Okay, how about the legend? Legend are story about the events that happens in the distant past. Jadi kejadiannya sudah lampau. Often it is not clear if the characters really existed or if the events really took place. Legends have often had listened over the years as they are retold. The original authors may not be known because many people had a hand in shaping the stories over time. Biasanya this is something legend. Maybe some of you remember about the legend of Tangkuban Perahu or maybe Prambanan Temple. This is like that. This is the legend about that. Right. And the expression. I told you here, the expression to tell the story. If talk about the narrative text, so you always remember the beginning of the sentence. Biasanya di awal kalimat selalu diawali dengan kata once upon a time there lived. This is like that. And also maybe this is it so happened that, or a long ago, a long time ago, zaman dahulu kala. Biasanya diawali dengan kata seperti itu ya. Okay, so I repeat again. The expression to tell the story. So you can say once upon a time there lived, and then a long time ago, or a long time ago. Or maybe you can say it is so happened that. This is like that. And then the expression to tell an event. Ketika mengungkapkan satu kejadiannya. So you say dan is mean in Indonesia is kemudian, the next morning, so then, and then after that. This is like that. Okay, expression to tell an event, then the next morning, so then, and then after that. This is like that. And then the expression to end the story. What is the expression to end the story? Bagaimana mengakhirinya? What do you say? In the end, finally, so in the end, all in all. This is like that. I repeat again. If you want to expression the end of the story, di akhir cerita, biasanya kita katakan in the end, finally, so in the end, all in all. This is like that. And then next, the expression to respond or show attention to the story. The respond, and then they show the attention. Jadi untuk menunjukkan satu perhatian. So you say, oh really? It's amazing. Is he? Oh, poor creatures. What a beautiful girl she is. Okay, I repeat again. If you want to see the expression to respond or show attention to the story, so you say, oh, really? It's amazing. Is she? Is he? Oh, a poor creature. What a beautiful girl she is. This is like that. right? Okay, I repeat more. If you want to write down how to make the narrative text, so there are some kinds of the expression, like what do you write in the beginning, and then what the end of the story, and also there is you say this is tell the event, and also you say there is the response. Is it clear? Is it clear until now? Right? Okay, now let's continue more. Once more, this is about the folk tales. Folk tales, this is about the cerita rakyat in Indonesia. Folk tales, this is a story passed on verbally and not recorded in writing. And also, therefore, it is often partly modified by consecutive. This is about the consecutive retelling before being written down or recorded. Folktale includes legend, fables, and fairy tales. Many folktales involve mythical beings and magical transformation. Right? Yeah, this is about the folk tales. What we say in Indonesia, cerita rakyat. Jadi dari cerita berdasarkan based on the story from this is one place to another, this is like that. Right. Now we continue here. So right from the begin here, you have to learn there are some kinds of the fairy tale like legend and also the folk tales, and also you study kinds of the expressions to tell the story. Right, now next, how to make the sentence in narrative text. Actually, if we want to make the sentence in the narrative text, we use past tense. Maybe some of you still remember about that. Because this is the past, ya. Karena ini kejadian yang sudah lampau, maka menggunakannya pula adalah tenses yang sudah lampau. Maybe some of you familiar with the past tense. Yeah. Okay, let me see here. We have the example here. This is a sentence, like example. Simple sentence. The princess cried for help. The princess cried for help. We didn't say the princess cry. That's the difference. Kita tidak mengatakan cry, tetapi cried. Because this is the past. Jadi bentuk lampau dari cried, bentuk present dari cried itu adalah cry. The lion looked at the mouse. The lion looked at the mouse. Tidak mengatakan the lion looked, no, tapi looked at the mouse. That's different. The mirror in the wall broke into pieces. Broke, not break. Because this is the passive one, so we use this is the past tense. Jadi gunakan juga kalimatnya yang lampau, tidak saat ini. That's different with bahasa Indonesia. Mungkin berbeda dengan bahasa Indonesia. Kalau di bahasa Indonesia mau lampau, mau sekarang, mau sedang terjadi, that's the same. Ya, seperti saya minum, ya saya I drink. Kemudian this is mau minumnya sekarang, saya sedang minum, ya minum. But in English, we have the different. Is it right? Okay. Now, let me see here. Nah, inilah yang kita gunakan, ya. When do we use the simple past tense? We use the simple past to express the idea that an action started and finished at the specific time in the past. What are some common time expression used with the past tense? Biasanya gunakan kata apa? Last month, yesterday, and then in 1980, last week, 2 weeks ago. This is like that. Ya, not now. That's different. Kalau now berarti sekarang. Or tomorrow, besok. That's also different. Nah, itu beda lagi tensesnya. Right? So, for this story here, for narrative text, we use the past tense. Biasanya gunakan kata kerjanya bentuk yang kedua. We have the example here. Nanti kita akan coba. We try for the interaction here. I ask you to make some sentence using the past tense here. Right, I have the example. I saw Maria yesterday. Sini kita gunakan I saw Maria, not I see Maria. That's different because this is the time signal. This is the yesterday. Jadi dalam naratif itu tidak digunakan waktu yang saat ini, tetapi waktu yang lampau. Seperti this is the yesterday. Saw itu berarti dari kata see. Kalau I see Maria every day, that's different. But for the past, I saw Maria yesterday. Last Friday, the students took their spelling and vocabulary tests. Took, not take, because this is the last Friday. Masih bingung penggunaan katanya? Okay, so you have to know about the change of the verb. Harus memahami juga perubahan kata dari bentuk yang pertama menjadi bentuk yang kedua. They got married 2 years ago. Got, not get. Karena di sini adalah 2 years ago. Nah, inilah kalimat yang akan kita gunakan ketika kita membuat kalimat dalam bentuk narrative text. Berarti tensesnya yang digunakan adalah bentuk yang lampau. Saw dari kata see. Took dari kata take. And then cut from the cat. Is it clear? Right. Now let me see here the next. Yeah. Right. As you know, in the simple form, we have regular verb and irregular verb. Mungkin kalian ingat ada kata yang regular, artinya adalah beraturan, dan juga irregular, yaitu tidak beraturan. Nah, kalau yang beraturan mudah, tinggal tambahkan ed di belakang. Walk menjadi walked. Study, studied. Cry menjadi cried. Live menjadi lived. Kita gunakan dalam bentuk past. Like example more, opened menjadi opened. And then close, closed. That's right. Okay. This is like that. It is easy. Yeah. You just add ed for the sentence here. Right? So, you use here in the past form. Berarti kalian menggunakannya yang dalam bentuk past. Okay. Next sentence. Tadi yang regular, sekarang yang irregular. Yang tidak beraturan. Berbeda dengan tadi, kalau tadi cukup ditambahkan, we just use ed at the end of the sentence, at the end of the word. Work, work. Close, closed. Study, studied. Open, opened. But irregular berarti tidak beraturan. Ya, like example, become, became. Give, gave. Drive, drove. Forget, forgot. Swim? Anybody? That's right. Become, swam. Read? That's right. Read, this is become, read. Good. And then, like simple more, cut. That's right. Cut, tetap menjadi this is cut. That's good. Ya, jadi ada dalam simple form menjadi past tense, ada yang biasa seperti cut, cut, put. This is like that. Right. Okay. Now, this is sample more. Yeah. Like example here. Okay. Teach menjadi touch. Bring, broke. Leave, left. Hear, hurt. Buy, bought. That's right. Wow. So, until now, you confused? Yeah. Okay. You have to try, to read the different, the change of the verb. Jadi diharapkan kalian nih bisa belajar menggunakan kata kerja itu perubahannya. Ya, change from the simple to the past. You have to try it. Right? Yeah. This is not simsalabim. You have to understand about that. So you have to learn. Right. I have this sentence here. Example more. Yeah. Last week, I sent you a letter. Last week, I sent you a letter. Dari kata send, tadinya D dirubah menjadi T. Jadi send. The students had an English exam. That's right. Dari kata have menjadi had. They did a great job. Dari kata do kemudian menjadi did. Good. Okay. Until now, is it clear for you? Yeah? Okay. Clear, my students? Right. So I repeat more about the material for today. So this is about the narrative text. Okay. We talk about the fairy tales and fairy tale. We divide it into two. There is the legend and also the folk tale. There are some legend, like this is the like example, there's Tangkuban Parahu, Prambanan, there's etc. And also there is kinds of the fairy tales, like this is the dongeng. Maybe some of you know about this one. This is about the Sleeping Beauty. This is like that. Or maybe the most popular, this is about the, Beauty and the Beast. That's right. And also we have study here the expression, how to use, there is the expression to tell the story at the beginning. So you see, once upon a time there lived, and also it so happened that a long ago, and then to expression child and orphan, then the next morning, so then after that, and also to express in the end a story, in the end, finally, so in the end, and all in all, this is like that. And also the expression of the response here. So you say, oh, really? It's amazing. Is he? Oh, poor creatures. What a beautiful girl. This is like that. Right? There are some kind of expression. And also the end here, if we use, there is the narrative text, we use the simple past tense. And as you know, there is some of verbs here. There are two kinds of verbs, regular verbs and irregular verbs. And then from the simple form, regular verb, we just add ed at the end. And for the irregular, this is you have to learn because you have to remember the differences from the simple form to the past tense, like bring become broke, and then see become saw. This is etc. All right. until now, maybe some of you have a question. Yeah, you can ask me. Okay, Mas Angga, I think this is enough for me. Okay, maybe.
Miss Dewi, actually, I have some of question. May I?
Okay, yes, of course.
Because in radio we have mini drama or we call sandiwara that use this material or narrative text. The first one, is there any difference to make narrative text to read or and listen to listen? Because some of text, if we read and we tell, it's different in this material or narrative text. Is there any difference between narrative text to read and to listen?
Okay, thank you, Mas Tangga. That's a good question for you. Yeah, okay. And your English is also good. Yeah. Okay. So for the students here, this is like Mas Angga. This is good in English. Okay. Some of you have to try. Yeah. Okay. What we see here, if we tell the story here, we say this is storytelling. Kita say adalah mendongeng. So, if we want to there is the storytelling here, of course that we have to know the content of that story, and then we can show, we can tell. This is the message, from that story. Then the readers are know the meaning of that the story that we read it, and then they know there is the content of the story here. This is different with the reading text. Beda kalau reading text kita baca, there is not meaning, tidak ada feel-nya. But in the storytelling here, so the audience can feel it, and then if the story this is said, they can cry. What we see here, in sandiwara, this is it. That's the role play, bermain drama. This is different. And for the listening, that you see here, listening. If this is a listening here, we just listen. There's about the story, and then we know there is the meaning of this. Actually, for the lesson, biasanya kalau dalam pelajaran itu, for the listening, we give some question like filled in the blanks, which here what we story tell about, and then we listen here. There's a bit like that, okay, and then some kind of the exercise. Or maybe we listen, there's a story, and then they will ask about what is the story about, and then how many characters. Actually, this is some with the reading, but in listening, we listen that story, and then we answer this. But for the reading, so we see this the story writing here. This is like that. And for storytelling, we bring that story. Kita bawakan cerita itu penuh makna, mendongeng benar-benar sampai di understand. If the end of the story this is said, they will cry. What we see here. Tapi ketika kita nyampaikan just flat, so it means that we failed to bring that story. This is like that.
It's all about emotion.
Yeah.
It's all about feeling that when we talk, when we tell.
Yes,
story.
That's right.
Not about bahasa tutur, bahasa teks. Not.
Yes, that's of course.
You know what I mean.
Yeah, of course. This is what I see here. When we use there is the narrative, so we use that a simple past for that sentence. So it's mean here when we bring it here. So it's mean that we not bring just read it here, but we can feel there is emotion, and also we can feel there is about the characters of that story here. But actually, for the language that we use, of course, this is the correct sentence here, Mas Angga.
As simple as we use a right tone or intonasi, bahasa Inggrisnya apa ya?
Intonation. Yes.
Yeah. When we high tone, low tone.
That's right. Okay. Like example here, this is the expression of the response. I just say, oh really? This is the reading. Hanya baca. Tapi this is, we have to respond, oh really? Nah, this is like that. Nah, and then we say here, if we say it's amazing. Biasa kan? It's amazing. This is the read. But we can feel it in from the heart. It's amazing. That's different. Is it right, Mas Angga?
Yeah.
That's different.
Yeah. Meanwhile, you mentioned that expression of tell story. I have one that can we use at the end between in the end, because I often heard that some people use at the end of the day, at the end of the story.
Yes, yes.
Can we use that?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, in the end, at the end.
What the difference?
I think this is explain here in the end. It's mean that ended of the story. But we say that at the end, pada akhirnya, at the end. This is like what we see here. Like we say at the actually this is the same here, but sama pada akhirnya, di akhir acara that's the same here. That's maybe that's different with the situation here. Okay, actually that's the same here at the end.
Not grammar things.
No, this is the in the end. This is at the end. That's the same here. Okay.
Okay. Then the last one is our expectation about what is real and what is not is included or pertain for folk tales.
Yeah.
The picture we imagine that happen, that actually not happen.
Yeah.
It's included the folk tales maybe.
Yeah. That's right. What we see here, this is the folktale. This is just from what this is here. People tell about here, but it is true or not.
Yeah.
This is because from the past time from our mother and from mother. This is from our grandma. This is the story. This is about it. I remember there is about the Karangetas in Cirebon. This is what you see here. If we have something, kalau kita punya niatan, it don't pass in Karangetas. This is getas, nanti nggak akan jadi. This is about from people talk about that. This is the folktale kan, dia cerita rakyat. Oh gitu. Oh, this is true or not, believe or not. Yeah, maybe Mas Angga will try.
I will think about it.
Oh yeah, okay. This is like that. Okay, right. Maybe from the others, okay. It's a nice.
We have some students, I think, in YouTube. Era Cirebon, Haya, Rumaisa, some people of Miss Dewi student just present, not really give some question or ask.
Yeah. Maybe this is they want to show me this. Oh, Miss Dewi, I'm here. I show you. I listen to you. Okay.
Haya, Rumaisa, Fatimatul Ulya.
Okay. Hello, my students. Please ask me a question about this material. Okay, I will try to answer it. Okay. Yeah. Right. Okay. Actually, that's why we are. This is maybe like kinds of the song here, Mas Angga. Yeah. We have the genre. Kan kita masing musik itu ada genre-nya. This is the song. This is pop or this is jazz. This is like that. And also this is from the text. Also we have the genre. Like this is narrative. Why there is we have to learn about narrative. That's we learn from here. This is the moral lesson from that story. I remember where my mom tell about the story here, or about the Cinderella or Snow White. This is like that. We have the moral lesson about that. Oh, we don't do that bad things to everyone. Jadi hal yang and if we give the story, this is we remember about that. That's different with was that give something that long panjang gitu. Tapi kalau dengan cerita, so this is the student easy to understand about that. This the moral lesson. Actually, we learn there's a moral lesson from this story here.
Especially for folk tales.
Especially, we discuss this about one of the narrative here, kinds of narrative, like this is the about the fairy tales, about the dongeng or legend or maybe the folk tale. There are some also about the fables, tentang binatang, this, and also there is about the mythos. This is like this. There are some about that.
Well. We're glad to have you this afternoon. Well, thank you. If you have some of, can you speak to your student maybe for the closing statement?
Okay, thank you, Mr. Angga. All right, my student, the things that you have to remember here, there's please try to understand, at like Mas Angga say, there is we have to brave to say in English, because this English is the international language. Try and don't feel this is you feel afraid to say it. You have to brave. And then for the material for today, I just saw you there is the kinds of narrative text, and one of them, this is about the fairy tales, and also this is about the legends, and also about the folk tales. And also for today here, I just give you how the expression to tell the story, and also there is the grammar in action. And I just give you this is one using the past tense here. I hope there is all of you will understand, and then it is not difficult to learn if you have what this here a will, or also curiosity, and also energy to learn it, and don't feel lazy about it. Everything will be fine. And then I would say you can't if you think you can. Kamu pasti bisa jika kamu pikir kamu bisa. Jadi selama ini jika you tidak bisa, berarti you berpikirnya karena you memang tidak bisa. So from now you can if you think you can. Actually, we want to discuss this about the using this exercise about the past tense. So you have to remember here, this is the difference about the regular and irregular. Maybe this is easy for you to understand about the regular verb. Just add the ed, and also for the irregular, maybe you have to learn more. Jadi bisa belajar minimal one day 5 words. This is about that. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you so much. Thank you for your attention. I'm so sorry if my presentation is not satisfies you. See you again next time if RRI invite me again with the new material, of course.
Miss Dewi, to be honest, my English is not good. I know it, but I'm glad.
But I don't think so. Your English is good.
I can understand what you say, but I have some of trouble to speak. To speak.
But it is not problem for you. To say. So,
thank you and be well, Miss Dewi. Dan sahabat kreatif, terima kasih sudah mendengarkan program belajar di RRI untuk sesi kelas tambahan. Sekali lagi, apa yang sudah didapat hari ini tidak akan bermanfaat jika kamu tidak benar-benar mencobanya dan tidak benar-benar meneruskannya atau mengamalkannya. Akhirnya belajar di RRI untuk sesi kelas tambahan edisi siang hari ini bersama Dewi Liliasari S.Pd M.Pdi atau Ibu Dewi atau Miss Dewi dari SMA Negeri 4 Kota Cirebon harus pamit ya. Terima kasih sekali lagi Bu.
Oke, thank you.
Mudah-mudahan kita bisa diberikan kesempatan untuk bertemu lagi untuk bisa belajar bahasa Inggris lagi.
Oke, I'm waiting. Oke, thank you so much. Bye.
Hey kawan, temanimu. Belajar bersama. Kami ada untukmu, menemanimu belajar. Sambutlah hari indahmu. Ayolah, ayolah kawanku, mengajar belajar bersama. Ada guru temanimu setiap waktu di radio. Ayolah, ayolah kawanku, mengajar belajar bersama. Ada guru temanimu setiap waktu di radio. Kami selalu temanimu.